Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see everybody once again. Your friendly neighborhood coach Pruitt here with you, just to give you your bi-daily reminders about things that we've been doing in class. So just in case you've missed class and you need to know what to do, or if you just forgot what we were doing as you're working independently, here we are again to give you information that's going to be important. So the first thing that we're going to do in class on today is Tuesday, September 22nd, and Wednesday, September the 23rd, is to continue working on our 3 sections of British Colonies graphic organizers. So if you forgot how to get to that sheet, you need to go to your Canvas page. You would scroll down to the second section where it says U.S. History Modules and click on Unit 1, Colonization. Now you should already have this sheet pulled up on your computer. We did this yesterday in class or your previous time in class. Or you should have a paper version where you have been writing your notes. But just in case, you click on the 3 sections of British Colonies organizer, and then you need to make sure that you either download it or just open it up on your computer. So if you have it saved to your computer, which you should have done after class last time we were together, we started filling this in, right? So now you should have most of the southern colonies filled in. We'll be checking your answers on this today before we move on to talk about both the northern colonies and the mid-Atlantic colonies. So that's going to be our first thing. Second thing I want to show you guys, which we're going to do in class today, is just to remind you of how to get to the Google Slides presentations. Sorry that I'm looking to the side. I'm checking my notes to make sure I cover everything. So remember, if you go back to your home screen on Canvas, and if you scroll down to the second section that says U.S. History Modules, and you click on this blue button that says Tools and Resources, it's going to take you to our resource page, right? Unit 1 resources here, and by clicking on this blue link, it's going to take you to a Google document that has a list of all of our PowerPoint presentations or Google Slide presentations for Unit number 1. We started last time we were together in class looking at presentation number 3 here on mercantilism. We'll continue today by looking at presentation 4 on the Southern Colonies, 7 on the New England colonies, and then 6 on the Mid-Atlantic colonies. So if for some reason I tell you that you need to work independently and find your own information, this is what you need to use, right? So the Southern Colonies one is going to give you info for the Southern Colonies, the first column. Number 6 is the Mid-Atlantic. It will help you fill in that middle column on your graphic organizer. And then number 7 is the New England colonies. And that's going to help you fill in the last column on your graphic organizers. All right, so remember when we're looking at that organizer, we're looking for reasons for the founding of those colonies, the economic aspects of the colonies, the cultural aspects, what's society like, in other words. Just a list of important people. You might want to put just short notes about what they did, but that's totally up to you. Important events that occur in that area, and then other important information, things that maybe don't fit in one of these boxes, but you think are important. We did the Southern Colonies together last time we were in class, so you kind of have a guide or a reference to go on as we continue filling these things in. Obviously, if you didn't set yours up like this and you're just doing good old-fashioned notes, that's perfectly fine. Just continue to take the notes just like you would in any other class. Okay, bit of good news that I want to share with you guys. In the interest of time and because we're doing things a little bit differently for virtual learning, we are going to take something off of our Taskwork sheet. So remember, Taskwork is all the work that we're doing for the unit, and you guys downloaded this document and saved it to your computer last week, end of last week. But I want to show you guys, you're still going to have your key terms, but we're going to take out this assignment. So the Social Studies U.S. History 1 short answer sheet, I want you to do what I'm doing here. So I want you to highlight it, and when it comes up, I want you to choose the highlight text highlighted colors, change it to black, and leave it. We're crossing this assignment off of our Taskwork. You are not required to do this assignment. If you are a person that printed this thing, this Taskwork sheet, and you physically have it in front of you, take your marker, take your pencil, take your something, and cross this thing off. You are not required to do this assignment. You will notice that it is a total of 10 points. I will redistribute those 10 points probably throughout either these other 3 assignments or maybe somewhere else down in here. Okay, so that assignment now does not have to be done. Also, looking at your Taskwork sheet, I want to talk to you guys about the maps. We're doing virtual learning for the first time. I did not know that there's a specific way I need to set up your maps in order to make them interactive. So basically right now, if you pull them up as a Word document, you can't really edit them the way that the directions want you to. So we are changing this assignment. So what I want you guys to do for both of the maps is, instead of filling in the versions of the maps that I have given you, I want you to find electronic versions, and I'm going to type this right here. Find electronic versions or Google Images or clip art of each map, 2 to 3 examples. And sorry, it carried down here to the bottom of the page. Okay, so again, for colonization of North America, what we want you guys to do now, instead of filling in the map, because it's not interactive, is we want you to find 2 to 3 examples, if I could spell right, 2 to 3 examples of a colonization of North America map. Doesn't matter which ones it is, as long as it's colonization of North America and has things like the French, the Spanish, and the English all included. We also want you to find 2 to 3 examples of transatlantic or triangular trade maps. So again, Google Images, clip art, whatever you can find. Okay. Couple of reminders really quickly, and I'll be done. Reminder that you do have notes on YouTube as well. So in addition to these Google Slides notes, if you go back to your Canvas page, sorry, Canvas is running a little slow, and if you scroll down to the 3rd section, all right, the class links, we've talked about this before, but clicking the YouTube button will take you straight to our YouTube channel. Now, when it pulls up the channel to start with, it's going to have our daily reminder videos there, right? So all the videos in the series that we've been doing. But if you click right here where it says playlists, it's going to pull up 2 things. This playlist is U.S. History Unit 1. If you click on that, that's the title of it. It's going to pull up some interactive notes for you guys, and it's on YouTube as a video, which means that you can pause it, you can move through it at your own speed or your own pace, you can go back and view it later. Okay, so notice that there is both Part 1 and Part 2 in the playlist. So U.S. History Unit 1 Part 1, U.S. History Unit 1 Part 2, these are notes. Also on this playlist, you will find just extra videos. So you can see here that I've put together a collection of Crash Course U.S. History videos. So if you want to go and watch some of these, or at least go watch the thought bubble sections, you can do that. Some of the videos that were in your Nearpod lesson can also be found here. So if you need reminders, again, these are all just like epic rap battle or songs. So they're not necessarily content driven, but they do reinforce the ideas we've been talking about in Unit 1 in maybe a more entertaining way. Last reminder that I want to tell you guys is that your test and task work is going to be either September the 30th or October 1st and 2nd. So not this week, but the next week, we are going to start, sorry, I'm clicking on the wrong things. We are going to work on our test. So the end of the unit is going to be either September 30th or October the 1st or the 2nd. That means that your task work will be due. Now, we will still be doing all of these things in class other than your key terms. So just continue to work on your key terms and the maps outside of class. But I'll give you these reminders between now and then multiple times. Also, very last thing, some of you have still not turned in your syllabus quiz and your first discussion post that we did the first week of school. Those grades are now in the grade book, and you need to check your Infinite Campus and see what your grades are. Remember, the syllabus quiz and the discussion post are both found here in the extras section. We did this the very first week of school. You click on the teacher and the students with their hand raised, that Google image, and it's going to pull up your module right here, Online Learning Basics and Class Protocols. The syllabus quiz is open note, open canvas. You can use whatever resources to answer the questions. And then the favorite thing in U.S. history is a discussion post. You need to tell us what your favorite thing about U.S. history is and explain why you like it. 5 to 6 sentences, 5 to 7 is a paragraph. That's what we're looking for. And you have to respond to 2 other people in 2 to 3 sentences. So make sure that you are doing those 3 things. 1 discussion post, 2 responses to other people, and the syllabus quiz. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you in class next time.